Wonderful meeting you.
Yes, you
You
too.
look great.
Ah, thank you.
So how, I mean, the film is not only about love, but there's a lot of action. Was that something that the kicking ass aspect of this woman attracted you
Yeah.
to the story?
I love playing a strong woman who can take care of herself, and it's fun learning how to shoot
Well,
guns.
you seem like that.
Yeah, thanks.
No?
Yeah, I got my guns. No, but I love being physical. I love the action aspect of this movie. I got to work with the stunt team and come up with various fight sequences, and it was great. I mean, it's exhausting and tiring, but it's fantastic because I get to play so many different characters in this one movie. I get to be the action star, but then I get to be in a romantic comedy and then a romance, and it's really fun.
So in a way, it's like a Romeo and Juliet, but humans and zombies, or
Yeah, it's like the
Yeah.
wacky, quirky take on the classic love story. I mean, you can't get more romantic than Romeo and Juliet, and it's our version of that. And we definitely pay homage to Romeo and Juliet in the film.
in the movie, you have to eat really weird stuff. What has been the weirdest thing that you've eaten ever?
Oh, snails? That was awful.
That's not that weird.
I
Well,
think
yeah,
it's really weird. I mean, I am like a creature of habit. I like to stick to my whole foods and my fruits and my vegetables and my sashimi. But someone asked me to eat snails, and it was far too chewy for me. I could not handle it.
And how satisfied are you with the way your career is going?
I'm really satisfied. It's been an amazing ride so far, and I feel like I've got to dabble in lots of different genres and play very different characters. And I still hope that it's only the beginning and that it's going to continue on and that I'll have longevity in my career. And I just want to continue to challenge myself and work with filmmakers that I'm inspired by.
What do you like better? What do you like better, zombies or vampire movies?
Zombies. I've
Okay.
always been a zombie fan. I love 28 Days Later, Danny Boyle. I love even like some of the zombie films from the 80s. And then Zombieland was fantastic recently too. So I love zombies and getting to kiss a zombie in this movie. It's pretty good.
It's incredible. It was that weird.
Yeah. Not really though, because he was far more human at the point that we kissed than he was zombie. And it's just sort of that natural progression between the two of us, and it just was very organic that they kiss in that moment, and our love is so strong, and it's really beautiful.
I also felt that the film is, in a way, a
Metaphor.
Metaphor for, let's get
Society.
together and stop having this conflict
Yeah.
among people. Like, we're all equal, and we don't have to be like
Yeah.
living these dramas and hurting each other.
I think in society these days it does feel dreary and dismal at times, and there are a lot of people with broken spirits, and there's so much competition, and we bring each other down, and it's not right. And this movie is about love and how love can breathe life back into us. It can reconnect us with each other, and it's about that human connection, and that's what's so important. And I really hope that people can feel that from this film. It's so much more than just a zombie rom-com. I mean, it's such a statement too.
Are you like a maniac film goer, cinemaniac person? Do you have to see everything like crazy, or?
I'm kind of the opposite. Like, I used to watch movies all the time. I mean, that was my escape. I would go and watch them all the time. But now that I work in films, it's almost like I want to steer away from it. And in my downtime, I don't really want to spend time watching movies. And it's a different experience for me now, because I look at it and think, oh, I love that actress, or I know her, or I've worked with that director, or oh, the continuity is not great here. And it's just a whole different experience. So I don't go to the movies too often.
So the kids that read the website that we're doing this for, they want to know if you have a kangaroo as a pet. Is it
I
true?
do.
And?
Yes.
But how?
Tibby, I've got Tibby and Susie, and I've got Corny at the moment. My dad has his own private wildlife sanctuary in Australia. So we have like hundreds of Australian endangered species. We've got 3 pet kangaroos. We've got tame kookaburras, the native Australian bird. And it's amazing up there. You sit out and you drink your red wine, and the kangaroos hang out next to you, and like the quintessential Australian experience.
So it's like a wonderful. Your father has a sanctuary for these animals that are. So there are kangaroos. What else?
These animals called bettongs and potoroos and woylies. and all very Australian sounding words. But it's beautiful. I can go back there and reconnect with nature, and you see koalas in the trees, and it's just really special up there.
And what's the biggest satisfaction you get from acting?
Wow, I just think I get to know myself so well. I mean, it's almost the best kind of therapy. You have so many versions of who you are, and through every character I discover so much about myself, and I love it. I love having the freedom to create art and then see that and grow from that, and it's incredibly satisfying.
Do you learn from every film or from every show?
Definitely. Every character has an imprint on me. It just leaves its mark. And I learned about courage on my last film with I'm Number 4, and then with Warm Bodies I learnt about being bright and having that warm spirit, and even when you're faced with adversity, and that's what Julie's like, and I love that. You grow with every character and every experience.
Thank you very much.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Great
You too.
seeing you.
You too.